What's up, guys? Event Array. Today we're going to be doing another Tasha's Cauldron of Everything video. Today we're going to be going over Monster Parlay, and this is just another one of those things that I've thought of, but there wasn't like a system in place to where I could adequately figure out what I need to do to deal with a monster besides outright killing the monster. The monster could be stronger than you. Usually the only options presented are fighting the monster and then sneaking past the monster. So the fact that there's a system now that we as players and DMs can use, even though it's only 2 pages here in the book of Tasha's, even though there's only 2 pages, I think that's super cool still. So starting off, what Tasha says, I usually read Tasha's if she has something pertinent, or pertinent the word I'm looking for, anything, whatever. I don't know, if she has something on the topic that I'm discussing. She says, why fight if a lively chat is possible? If things get out of hand, just show yourself out with a dimension door. I wonder what class Tasha is. She's a witch, of course, but I feel like she has to have a class, you know what I'm saying? She can do dimension door. She's a witch, so I guess she'd be a wizard. I don't know if witches and wizards matter. Usually even female wizards aren't witches, they're just wizards. So, I don't know. I think it would be cool. So now they have monster research on here. It has to be at least a 10 plus that creature's challenge rating. Wow, that's actually pretty high. But I like it because unless you've encountered that monster before, how do you know what that monster likes? So I like that. Say you meet like a young adult gold dragon, which I just happen to know what the CR for that is. I believe it's an 8. And I know that because of past, mass polymorph, or is it shape change? I can't remember which one I've used on my party. I was level 20, I believe, and you can do a creature a third of your CR rating, and young gold dragons are the highest CR rating that I can do. That was a third of my level. So that's why I know that they're CR8s. So if they were CR8s, which I believe they are, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. I'm like 78% sure. But anyway, so that's what you want to do. You will roll a D10, and you will roll your D20 for a check. And there are different checks for different type of creatures. I'm gonna go over that next. So you would roll a D20, and the check for that, because it's a CR10, because it's a CR8, and the DC is 10, you would add 8 to that. So the DC success rate would be 18. You would need to roll an 18 to understand what you would need to do for these creatures. So aberrations, that's Arcana, Arcana, however you say it. I feel like it's Arcana. I don't know, it doesn't really matter, does it? Beasts, so these are gonna be like normal wolves, tigers, regular creatures, not monsters. These are gonna be regular animals, basically. You can do animal handling, nature, or survival. Look at that, survival is getting some love. Celestial, Arcana, or religion. Construct, Arcana. Dragon, Arcana. History, or nature. Elemental, Arcana, or nature. Fae, Arcana, or nature. Fiend, Arcana, or religion. Giant, history. Humanoid, history. Monstrosity, nature, or survival. Ooze, Arcana, or survival. Plant, nature, or survival. Undead, Arcana, or religion. So if you were just trying to not fight any creatures, you would definitely want to pick up Arcana. Arcana covers most things, which is crazy because I almost never invest in Arcana because we don't really do a lot of Arcana checks. If something's magic, we just figure it out, which is like, you find a magic glove. All right, cool, I'm gonna figure out what it does. So Arcana will cover most of everything. Arcana won't cover plant, which we don't encounter that many plants anyways. Monstrosity, so monstrosities they're usually super powerful. I just don't see, I don't know, I feel like they're usually high CRs for a monstrosity. I feel like you're not gonna be able to pass the check on that anyways. But that would be nature. Humanoids, you usually just use a charisma check on a humanoid, but there are other, I can't think of many monsters that are classified as humanoid. That's the thing. Giants. Giants are super strong. I think you would actually have a chance with Giants as far as what you were trying to do as far as parlay goes, but they would require history. So if you wanted to cover everything on this chart, you need Arcana for pretty much everything, history for humanoids and giants, and then nature for monstrosity and plants. So you would need those 3 skills to do any of these on there. I would really just focus on Arcana because that would cover pretty much everything on here. Because I know you probably don't want to split your skills up unless you're a bard. And if a bard is building a character who can basically parlay with every type of creature, there are harmful stereotypes about the bard that I will not speak on at this time because the bard is a skill monkey and he could basically invest in all of these skills if he wanted to. Maybe a little bit of a rogue too, but then again, a rogue is more limited on that. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to speak on Monster Parlay for a little bit, another concept in Tasha's. I still want to go over environmental hazards, but I think that's pretty much everything on this book that we'll be going over. I'll probably do it another glance over to see if there's anything else I want to speak on. The magic items on here are pretty cool, but I don't think I don't think there used to be a whole video over it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate it. This is Event Array, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.